Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending where you are watching from. Welcome to Favorite News. Tonight we turn to West Africa, where a bold and ambitious infrastructure project is beginning to reshape the future of a nation, long defined by its geographic constraints. Burkina Faso, a landlocked country at the heart of the Sahel, is embarking on what many are calling its most significant road development since independence. A modern expressway linking its two largest cities, Ouagadougou and Bobo-Dioulasso. It's a project that is not just about asphalt and engineering, but about sovereignty, economic transformation, and national identity. For decades, transportation in Burkina Faso has been a challenge. Roads connecting major population centers have often been narrow, overburdened, and vulnerable to seasonal damage. Travel between Ouagadougou, the political capital, and Bobo-Dioulasso, the economic hub, could take long hours under difficult conditions. For a country that depends heavily on overland trade routes to reach coastal ports, every delay has carried a cost, not just in time, but in opportunity. Now, that reality is set to change. Construction has begun on a new expressway stretching over 300 kilometers. When completed, this road will be among the most advanced in the region. A multi-lane, high-capacity highway designed to dramatically reduce travel time, improve safety, and facilitate the movement of goods and people across the country. This is not just a road, it is being presented as a symbol of a new direction. The project reflects a broader national push towards self-reliance and infrastructure development. Unlike many large-scale projects across the continent that rely heavily on external financing, this expressway is being driven largely by domestic resources and state-led initiatives. Officials have framed it as a demonstration of what Burkina Faso can achieve through internal mobilization, a statement of intent in a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape. From a technical perspective, the expressway represents a major leap forward. It will feature dual carriageways in key sections, modern interchanges, and engineered overpasses designed to eliminate bottlenecks and improve traffic flow. These elements bring it closer in standard to highways seen in more industrialized economies, marking a clear departure from traditional road construction in the region. But beyond the engineering, the real story lies in what this road could unlock. Burkina Faso's economy relies heavily on agriculture, mining, and trade. Yet its landlocked position means it must depend on neighboring countries for access to international markets. Goods travel by truck across long distances to ports and coastal nations, often encountering delays due to poor road conditions, congestion, and logistical inefficiencies. The new expressway aims to change that equation. By creating a faster, more reliable corridor between the country's two main cities, the project is expected to streamline internal logistics and strengthen connections to regional trade routes. In practical terms, that means farmers getting their products to market more quickly, mining exports moving more efficiently, and businesses operating with greater predictability. It also has implications for regional integration. West Africa has long pursued closer economic cooperation, with cross-border trade seen as a key driver of growth. Infrastructure plays a critical role in that vision. Roads like this one are not just national assets. They are links in a wider network connecting countries, economies, and people. For Burkina Faso, improving internal connectivity is a necessary first step towards strengthening its position within that network. There is also a human dimension to consider. For ordinary citizens, better roads mean more than economic statistics. They mean safer journeys, shorter travel times, and improved access to services such as healthcare and education. In rural areas where isolation can limit opportunity, improved infrastructure can be transformative. Imagine a trader who once spent an entire day navigating difficult roads to reach a market. With a modern highway, that journey could be cut significantly, allowing more trips, more business, and ultimately more income. Multiply that across thousands of individuals, and the impact becomes clear. Of course, projects of this scale do not come without challenges. Financing remains a critical issue. Building and maintaining a high-quality expressway requires substantial investment, not only in construction but also in long-term upkeep. Ensuring that the road remains in good condition over time will be just as important as completing it. There are also questions about security. Burkina Faso has faced significant instability in recent years, with parts of the country affected by armed conflict. Large infrastructure projects must navigate these realities, balancing development goals with the need for safety and stability. And then there is the matter of execution. Delivering a project of this magnitude requires coordination, technical expertise, and effective management. Delays, cost overruns, and logistical hurdles are common in infrastructure development worldwide. The success of this expressway will depend not just on ambition, but on the ability to follow through. Yet despite these challenges, the momentum behind the project is unmistakable. It forms part of a broader initiative aimed at expanding and modernizing the country's road network. The goal is not only to build a single highway, but to lay the foundation for a more connected and resilient transportation system. In that sense, the expressway can be seen as both a standalone achievement and a starting point. There is also a symbolic aspect that cannot be ignored. Infrastructure often carries meaning beyond its practical function. Roads, bridges, and railways are visible signs of progress, tangible evidence of development that people can see and experience in their daily lives. For governments, they are also powerful tools for shaping narratives about the future. In Burkina Faso, this project is being positioned as a symbol of national determination, a demonstration that the country can chart its own path and invest in its own priorities. That message resonates not only domestically, but internationally as well. Across Africa, there's a growing emphasis on infrastructure as a driver of growth. From highways and railways to ports and energy projects, countries are investing in the systems that support economic activity. Each project contributes to a larger story about the continent's development trajectory. In that context, Burkina Faso's expressway stands out not because it is the largest or most expensive, but because of what it represents: a commitment to progress under challenging circumstances. As construction continues, attention will turn to timelines and milestones. How quickly can the road be built? How effectively can challenges be managed? And ultimately, how much impact will it have once completed? Those questions will take time to answer. But even at this early stage, one thing is clear: this is a project that carries significance far beyond its physical footprint. It is about connection, linking cities, regions, and economies. It is about opportunity, creating conditions for growth and development. And it is about identity, shaping how a nation sees itself and its future. For the people of Burkina Faso, the road between Ouagadougou and Bobo-Dioulasso has long been a vital artery. Now it is becoming something more, a pathway to transformation. And as the first stretches of this new expressway begin to take shape, they offer a glimpse of what that future might look like: faster, more connected, and full of possibility. We will continue to follow this story as it develops. For now, from West Africa, this is a nation on the move, quite literally, building the road ahead 1 kilometer at a time. That's it for today. Stay tuned for more updates. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.